But I'm not doing that, because you need to hear this. We're talking jaw on the floor, eyes wide open. Are you kidding me right now? Levels of shock. I thought I was smart. I thought I had it figured out. I budgeted, I planned, I did everything right. And then this little piece of paper slid under my cabin door on the last night of a 7-day Caribbean cruise and absolutely destroyed me. The final bill was nearly double what I expected to pay. Double. So right then and there, I made a decision that changed everything. For an entire year, 365 days, I was going to hunt down every single hidden fee, sneaky charge, and secret cost that cruise lines don't want you to know about. Every sailing, every dollar, every dirty little trick, I wrote it all down. Before diving into the numbers, it is important to understand how I approached this experiment. Over the course of 12 months, I took 6 cruises across different cruise lines, ranging from budget-friendly options to mid-tier premium experiences. I kept a dedicated spreadsheet where I logged every charge the moment it appeared. Gratuities, drink packages, specialty dining, shore excursions, Wi-Fi plans, parking at the port, travel insurance, luggage fees, spa treatments, casino losses. Everything went into that spreadsheet. I also kept every receipt, screenshot, and email confirmation. The goal was not to complain about cruise lines or shame the industry. The goal was to understand the true cost of cruising so that future travelers could make genuinely informed decisions. What I found was a pattern so consistent across different cruise lines that it became impossible to ignore. The first major shock came from gratuities. Most cruise lines automatically add a daily gratuity charge to your onboard account. Depending on the cruise line and cabin category, this typically ranges from $16 to $22 per person per day. That might sound manageable in isolation, but multiply that by 2 people on a 7-day cruise, and you are looking at anywhere from $224 to $308 added to your bill before you have spent a single dollar on anything else. Across my 6 cruises, I paid a combined total of $1,412 in automatic gratuities alone. That is money I had not factored into my original budgets. What made this even more surprising was discovering that some cruise lines allow you to prepay gratuities at a slightly reduced rate, a detail buried so deep in the booking process that most travelers never find it. The lesson here was not that gratuities are wrong. The crew absolutely deserves them, but that failing to account for them up front can seriously distort your budget. The cruise lines know exactly what they are doing with this pricing structure. Cruise lines present these packages as incredible value, and the marketing is genuinely persuasive. During my year of tracking, I purchased drink packages on 3 of my 6 cruises. On average, I paid around $75 per person per day for an all-inclusive alcohol package. On a 7-day cruise for 2 people, that is $1,050 before you even board the ship. Here is where the math gets interesting. I tracked every drink I consumed on the cruises where I had the package versus the cruises where I paid individually. On the package cruises, I averaged about 5 to 6 drinks per day. At the individual drink prices on board, which typically range from $12 to $17 per drink, plus an automatic 18% gratuity on each one, that peace of mind has real value, but $900 worth of value is a personal decision every traveler needs to make consciously. Cruise line-operated excursions carry a significant premium over booking the same activity independently. I documented this repeatedly throughout the year. In one port in Mexico, the cruise line offered a snorkeling excursion for $89 per person. I found the exact same boat, the same reef, and the same duration trip through a local operator for $32 per person. That is a difference of $57 per person, or $114 for 2 people on a single excursion. Across all 6 cruises, I spent a combined total of $2,360 on shore excursions. When I calculated how much I could have saved by consistently booking independently, the number was staggering. approximately $900 in potential savings over the year. The counter-argument cruise lines always make is that their excursions guarantee the ship will wait if something goes wrong. Beyond the big three, gratuities, drink packages, and excursions, there is an entire ecosystem of smaller fees that accumulate in ways that feel almost invisible until you are staring at your final bill. Wi-Fi packages on cruise ships averaged around $25 per person per day across the lines I sailed. Specialty restaurant dining added anywhere from $30 to $65 per person on top of the included dining. Spa treatments carried resort fees on top of the listed price. Parking at major cruise ports ranged from $22 to $35 per day. On one sailing, I was charged a fuel surcharge that appeared nowhere in my original booking documentation. Over the full year, these miscellaneous fees totaled $1,890 across all 6 cruises. That averages out to $315 per cruise in charges that most travelers either forget to budget for or never knew existed in the first place. Before we wrap up, I want to take a quick second to say something directly to you. If you have watched this far, you are exactly the kind of person who actually does the research before spending real money, and that is genuinely rare. Most people click away in the first 2 minutes. So, if you are still here, drop a comment below and just say something like, "I made it," or "full watch," whatever feels natural. It genuinely helps me understand who this content is reaching, and honestly, it just means a lot to know that a 30-minute deep dive into cruise fee breakdowns found the right audience. These videos take serious time to put together, and knowing that people like you are watching the whole thing makes every spreadsheet and receipt worth digging through. Now let us get into the final takeaways.